Great place to start for this offense. Give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Purdue! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has...
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To send the tight end in motion. On the ground with the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical...
There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Marsh. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the run, it's Marshall. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback may change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. He leaves it with the back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Underwood to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's the pressure. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The screen, and watch out. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Breaks the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels. No answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Pulls it in. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football.
Finding some room. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Hauls it in. At the 45 on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quarterback keep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Again, it's Jared Gibson. Down to the 25-yard line, and he's got enough for a first down. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Underwood makes the grab down the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here's a little room there. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. The short hands, it's Marsh. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Makes the grab.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Complete to the left. Running through contact. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense not showing press coverage. Fakes to grab. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. Their running back has sustained a lot of hits in that first half. He did a terrific job rushing for more than 50 yards. He has been so strong at the point of attack, but he is starting to absorb some blows. You can see it in his body, a lot of bruising, some abrasions. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to work through all of this contact. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throwing, Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Quick completion on the out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on the counter, finding open areas. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He gets away. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Grab behind the line. It's Owens. Could not make his way to the corner.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
They'll give it on the counter. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They
makes a grab and room to run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Might be changing the route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the counter. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Underwood to throw. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Touchdown, Wolverines! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Delay to the back. It's Gibson. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his man. Still running it. Makes the catch and he's free. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
On the play. First and goal, Michigan.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Michigan! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. The freshman safety still down on the field. It's being attended to by the medical personnel. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Here's a give to Gibson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Got his man on the outside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. On the run, still looking. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give on the counter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Buchanan. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They want that clock to run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Underwood. A little screen to the running back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try the counter. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And they get him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got his man. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He goes right back to the air. He makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Underwood. It's complete to the left.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Underwood. He's going to run it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down and run. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Michigan.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going for it all. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Big Blue with the response.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play, that type of